I'm about to do the Zak Bagans Haunted Museum tour, and I'm super excited. But today I went to the Zak Bagans Haunted Museum, and if you've watched my live videos or read anything that I've posted about my personal haunting experiences and being sensitive and everything, you know that I've felt shit before. This was insane. It was such just a powerhouse of just energy, and it was, oh my gosh, I literally, we've been out of the museum for a solid hour, and I'm just now starting to not feel sick. So first we got there, and I felt a little off, but I just was like, oh, this is just me being a little pussy bitch. I'm just tired, whatever. And so when we went in, the first two rooms, they were cool, very cool. I didn't feel anything in them though. And then we got into the third room, and I felt like someone was sitting on my chest, and it was a little hard to breathe, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be a long tour. So then there was this other room, the next room. It had a bunch of puppets in it, and holy shit, I felt like the entire room was going up and down. I genuinely thought that Zak Bagans had a floor that just went up and down in one of the rooms. It wasn't like a shaking, it was like a solid up and down. And I told the tour guide this, and this other woman, she was like, oh my god, I'm so happy I wasn't the only one who felt that. And she was like, you're sensitive, I know it. And the tour guide kind of just nodded along and agreed. And I was like, maybe, because I don't know, saying oh, I'm sensitive is it's weird, you know what I mean, just because there's such a stigma about it. We went on, and me and this woman, we were just drawn to each other because whatever reason, but we kept talking, and we got emotional at the same times, and we just, oh my gosh, there were so many times on this tour where I just almost started to break down in tears. It was awful. I felt sick. I felt my head felt weird. My head felt very, 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 very weird. It's really hard to describe how it felt. It was right here in my head. It felt like there was an air bubble in it, I suppose. It just felt very weird and very dense, but also not dense at the exact same time. I don't know. One of the doll rooms has a spirit box hooked up to it, and so you're supposed to say hello and goodbye to this doll. Oh my gosh, the entire time we were in there, this doll, it said hello when we first walked in, but the entire time it was just go, leave, get out, and it was so funny. There was one woman who just stayed back, and there was just a very solid leave. And I started laughing. I thought it was the funniest thing. And then we went down to one of the rooms, and it had a staircase from a house that Zak Bagans ended up having taken down because it was so fucked and haunted. But it had a staircase in this room, and the room was so small because, there was a staircase in it, and then there was other pieces from the house in it, other things from inside the house too in it. And so it was a very small area, and there was a wall, and there was a piece of wood on top of the wall. oh my gosh, I'm like getting like like it's hard to breathe just talking about it. Oh god. Fuck. Am I gonna cry? Holy shit. So we went into this room and automatically I felt like I was gonna cry. I felt a lot like I feel right now. Oh my god. And me and this other girl, we put our hands down on this thing just because, you know, that's what you do. You just put your hands down on a guardrail. We put our hands down on this guardrail and we felt it start shaking. And then the wall to the right of us started pounding. They were just pounding on it. And there are parts in the museum where it's like just to scare you. Like the tour guides will like jump out at you or something. Like it's, you know, it's fun. That's the thing, is it's fun. It's not just all scary and haunted, and that's good, because otherwise I would have been scared shitless the entire time. Anyway, so we ended up, me and this other girl that were in there, we ended up talking to the tour guide, and we were like, was someone like on the other side like pounding on the wall? Like, was that supposed to happen? And he was like, there was pounding on the wall. And, like, he seemed worried himself. He was like, I genuinely think you guys just experienced something. And that was one of the last rooms in the house. And that really shook me. Throughout the entire tour, though, I felt like this back part of my hair, I felt it like just being messed with, like if someone were to have just like been pulling on like little hairs on the back of my head. That's what I felt the entire time. And then I also felt something grab my wrist a few times throughout the tour, and I was like, ugh. And I also think I saw a doll turn, but that could have just been like my eyes like being weird. I don't know. But yeah, it scared me a lot. And I talked to the tour guide after, and I was like, you're not fucking with me, right? Like, there wasn't anything like pounding on that wall. And he was like, no, genuinely, you experienced something. Very weird day, for sure. I don't know, if you ever have the chance, you should go. # not sponsored, but you should go. Okay, that's it for now. I don't know if I'm gonna vlog the rest of the day at all, but, you know, my story time. Goodbye. Hey guys, so I did not film an ending to that video because I thought that I was going to keep vlogging, but then I slept the rest of the day. So here I am editing, filming, and ending to this video. Thank you so much for sticking through to the end. I know that it was a long time coming. Making a YouTube channel has been something that I've wanted to do for a few years now. And I finally got the courage to do it because of you guys. So, sorry for the choppy editing. I'm still getting used to it. Nobody's gonna put out a perfect video for their first video, but I hope you enjoyed it, and leave a like if you want more spooky videos, because I've got more spooky stories. Subscribe if you want to see those. Thank you. Bye.